Well, I'm back to doing this crap again. Let's see what's on the internet. What? What? It's deceitful ran through. Before we get into talking about old horse face, no, not two fingers, one finger. Let's go over the last what? Oh my God, it's almost been a decade now. How long has it been since Star Wars has been ruined? Let's go over that. Let's go over the Force is female. Remember the Force is female? Remember all of the attacks on fans? Let's talk about year after year. Chuck Wendig, Pablo Hidalgo. Let's talk about all of the soy dudes. Listen, Kathleen, first off, the only men that Kathleen Kennedy wants working at Lucasfilm are the kind like their soy raw and a 12-inch strap-on in their pooper. Disney, Lucasfilm under Kathleen Kennedy has been attacking fans over and over again while putting out garbage material, stuff that the fans do not like over and over again. We have said this. It has been said. Kathleen Kennedy has run roughshod over Disney, Lucasfilm, over fans, over Star Wars, over everything. Like an entertainer at a P. Diddy party. Like, you can look back throughout the entire saga. You can look back at all of the crazy regressive stuff that's been injected from Soylo. Remember Soylo? Do you remember? Do you remember Lando becoming pansexual? Do you remember all of the consistent emasculation that has been projected at the Star Wars fan base, which was mostly male, but not entirely male? That's not something that gets recognized by Kathleen Horseface Kennedy over at Disney Lucasfilm. No. It's about trashing fans. It's been about trashing fans this entire time. Who's running the Acolyte? Who's running the Acolyte? Harvey Weinstein's former assistant? Are you kidding me? Leslye Headland? That's who's running it, right? That fat finger person. Are you kidding me? And then let's talk about what happened on Juneteenth. What happened on Juneteenth? When Amandla Stenberg, or whatever, the half Jewish black girl, putting out a video to once again attack Star Wars fans, attack fans in general, projection, the type of attitudes that we have dealt with out of all of Hollywood, narcissistic attitudes like Kathleen Kennedy's. You have to understand, people, first off, it has really nothing to do with trying to produce content with these people. It's not about producing content. It's about pissing people off. You need to understand the disorder of their disorder. These are privileged millionaires. They do not care about equality. They do not care about the franchise. They don't care about making money. They want to piss people off because they are ill. They are mentally ill. Everything that they've created, to some degree, has been used as a platform to espouse their regressive rhetoric, their own sexism and racism, their own misandry, all of it. It's all about projection, guys. It's about creating something that nobody's going to like. Nobody's going to like but haters. Only haters are going to like it. And by haters, I mean people that follow their ideological drama. You have to understand the disorder of these privileged millionaires, all right? These people are so privileged they can say whatever they want, but they're still hateful. Imagine being a millionaire. Imagine being someone in a position of power, but your life still sucks. You're still broken inside. You still have broken fifis. You have all this money and all this ability to create wonderful art, to expand a fan base, to honor that fan base, to honor the legacy and lore, but instead you choose to take something like Star Wars and use it as a political vehicle, a socio-political vehicle, not even really to affect change. That is the guise. That is another lie. That is another deception, another falsehood from these people. They're angry. These are angry, hateful women and soy man-childs. That's what they are. They have unresolved issues. They have unresolved traumas from their childhoods, and they're projecting that upon everyone else. They are intentionally trying to piss you off. Kathleen Kennedy is intentionally has been intentionally going after the male fan base to create drama, to get negative fuel, negative supply, to get negativity from people. And hires those under her. Look at the years that have gone by and all of the people that have been assigned to this creative group, this creative team. They're not creative. They're propagandists. They're all people who are hurt on some level deep inside. I mean, pray for them, really, to be quite fair. To be quite fair, if you're a good soul, if you're a good spirited person, you need to pray for these people. They are not creating art. They are not creating something for everyone, no matter what they say. It is all an excuse. It is all a lie to facilitate their facade. It is all a lie. They want to piss you off. They want to disrespect the fans. This is why they create mediocre, awful work. It is why they inject their ideology and their crazy sexual fetishes. I don't understand what it is about progressives and having to talk about their genitals, what they do with their genitals, what they name their genitals, what they identify their genitals as, and then putting their genitals inside where it don't belong, inside where it don't belong, like Star Wars. There's no respect to lore or canon. We see that over and over again. That's why fans are pissed off. You have to understand this is done with intent, guys. This is done with intent. Kathleen Kennedy and those she hires, Leslye Headland, this Amandla, whatever her name is, these are all damaged people in a system of Hollywood that is damaged. It is a system that grapes kids, that goes after kids. Time and time again, we keep seeing the reports coming out. Actors getting sued, hearing stories about what's going on these sets. This is the base of this industry. This is a damaged industry. This is one where if you don't toe the line, you will get ostracized. At best, you'll get ostracized. You'll get blamed. You'll get smear campaigned. You'll be kept away from projects. All right, that's all Tinseltown is all about. That's all it is now. And that tinsel is rainbow colored and grapey. When it comes to Star Wars, Kathleen Kennedy came into Lucas when Disney took Lucasfilm. All right, it took the Star Wars out of it. It was like the hot tube girl coming straight into Pride Month. Pride Month is gone. This has never been about creativity with these people, although the fans and the critics, I mean, real critics, not the show critics, not the Rotten Tomatoes trying to out there save people, not the Rotten Tomatoes, not the garbage media, not any of these freaking indoctrinated wackadoos out here defending this absolute garbage that will not stand the test of time, that will not be around like A New Hope, like the original Star Wars is still beloved to this day. None of this is going to be loved. That's not the intent. The intent has always been to create something that attacks the fans, that will not be recognized by the fans, something that is repulsive, that is repugnant. That's why they don't care about lore. They don't care about consistency. She's out here, Kathleen Kennedy out here talking about it's because the male-dominated audience. Just that in itself tells you this is a narcissistic personality. This is a person who does not take any accountability or responsibility for what they do. Not at all. They are all about her, Kathleen Kennedy, and Disney, and the creatives at Lucasfilm. It's all about creating something awful that will piss off the fans, that will create a negative reaction with people because they want to spread misery, because they're damaged inside. I don't know who touched them. I don't know what producer got to them. I mean, Harvey Weinstein's personal assistant is working there now. So I don't know what it is. I don't know if they're getting beaten at home. They've been neglected. I don't know but it's unresolved issues. It's dealing in the environment of Hollywood, a sick pedo environment that destroys lives and destroys people, and they want to spread their pain. Toxic people. These are toxic people. These are truly toxic people. And don't let these regressives take terms and misuse them and have you reject those terms. All right? Toxic people are toxic people. These are toxic individuals that want to spread their pain. They want to alienate you from things that you've loved and get a negative reaction out of you. They want you fighting. They want you distressed. They want to point the finger at you after they do so, after they knowingly provoke you. Kathleen Kennedy, with the Acolyte and everything that she has had direct contact with before, is designed to disrespect you, to disrespect the lore. It is not about making anything good. It's not about being creative. They're just trying to maintain their position to the stockholders, to the people that pay them for this nonsense, that, look, we're making stuff, but they're not making anything good. This is all about trying to derive negativity from the fans, disrespecting people that they perceive, because they live in a world of delusion. And they have to maintain that delusion. They have to maintain that delusion by destroying other people. And if you are a person who needs to maintain your sense of self by the destruction of others, the devouring of others' reputations, smearing them, keeping them out of opportunities, making them feel lesser than, if you have to hide in groups, if you have to be out there creating entire series that are meant to disrespect other people, that person is ill. You are ill. Like, I'm not even going to read any of these shill-ass articles. I'm not reading any of this because it's all BS, and we know it's BS. One of the beautiful things about Star Wars, and it had always been about that, was that, okay, it might have been male-dominated or it might have been, like, had a lot of men in it, but that doesn't make it bad. It's actually a very inclusive, to use a progressive term. It's an inclusive space. It always was. It was for girls or boys. If you love Star Wars, you love Star Wars. I love the idea. I absolutely love this fake ass idea that's been around since Gamergate, that if you're a girl in a nerd space, that you're rejected. What? Have you seen Revenge of the Nerds? Have you seen the Nerds movie? Do you understand what happens to a woman when a group of young boys or men find out that a girl's a gamer? She becomes popular. We love geek girls. Again, trying to create a narrative. These idiots, these sick-ass toxic people, these privileged millionaires producing garbage to disrespect you. And the type of stories and projections that they put out there, the lies that they create in order to facilitate more toxicity. And that's all they want. That's all it is. Kathleen Kennedy's horse-ass face needs to go somewhere. She's been needed to go somewhere. And more of us need to talk about this. Keep talking about it. Keep spitting the truth. Keep pointing the truth out at these people. Because if we do not talk about this, they win. If we do not fight in this culture war, they win. If we sit back and go, oh, I'm just going to boycott that, I'm not going to talk about it, I'm not going to put my money. No, don't put your money in it, but God damn it, point your finger at these types of people who are trying to condition your children, who are trying to shape the future in their toxic, awful, horrible view. They don't care about the future. Regressives, these people in Hollywood, they do not care about your children. They don't care about the future. They just want to hurt. They hurt inside and they want to hurt you. That's all it is. Women have a hard time. Women would never have had a hard time. You kidding? Look at how Carrie Fisher is still beloved for what she did in the original series. Excuse me? Women are oppressed? This is a bad space? No, it's a bad space for terrible, awful, uncreative, bigoted racists that are working at Disney Lucasfilm and are producing something that says Star Wars, but it's not Star Wars. It's all disrespect. It's meant to attack the fans. And go back to what Amandla did on Juneteenth, releasing that horrible ass song, just trying to stir up racism. The reason that you don't like our propaganda and garbage is because you're a racist white dude. I need you to remember, every time you're struggling to put food on the table, or every time you're robbing Peter to pay Paul, or you're trying to make your next car payment, or you want to help your kid, or you want to help a family member and you can't because your money's all locked up. I want you to remember these privileged millionaires that are using our modern mythologies as platforms to create the vision, to call you something that you're not. These privileged millionaires that are crying about being oppressed. These privileged millionaires that are like, oh, it's so hard to be a woman in this space. No, you know what it is? It's hard to be a real bigot in that space because there are people like me and others that will constantly call you out. Never stop, y'all. Never kneel. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. And suffer no fools.